Turns out a lot of seemingly beautiful places have an underlying darker side. In this video, why this popular hole is feared, the hottest place in Africa, and the most dangerous garden in the world. Boiling Lake, Dominica. Adjacent to the Wat Mountain and Morntros National Park, Dominica's Boiling Lake is one of the few naturally hot water bodies, with the edges averaging anywhere from 180 to 197 degrees. Honestly, the center could be hotter than this, but so far no one's been daring, or should we say stupid enough to try and take the readings. Scouting is definitely on the table here, so as a visitor, it's certainly for your own good if you just enjoy the lake without taking a plunge. And even with that, you have to be really careful in the area around the lake. On top of that, hot steam mixed with the acrid smell of sulfur and other volcanic gases can be a bit overwhelming, sometimes even fatal. Devil's Pool, Zambia. Victoria Falls, or the Smoke That Thunders, as the local Lozi people love to call it, is one of southern Africa's biggest spectacles. Stretching some 5,600 feet across, it's among the largest waterfalls in the world and attracts close to 1 million visitors a year. Part of the fall's attraction is the Devil's Pool that's found right on the cliff's edge. You can even look over the frothing water below as you take a dip in this one-of-a-kind pool. That is if you're careful enough. But that's only during the dry season when the pool is relatively shallow, usually from mid-August to mid-January. And try any other time and you'll be hauled right over the 330-foot wall of rock that holds together the pool. Surprisingly though, there's never been any casualties, probably thanks to people adhering to the seasonal restrictions. Mont Blanc. Lying on the French border with Italy, Mont Blanc is the highest mountain in Europe, standing at just under 16,000 feet. Given its position and its significance, the peak's ownership has always been disputed, with each of the two countries claiming it as part of their territory. But that's beside the point. Being one of the highest mountains in the world, Mont Blanc attracts a fair share of climbers and hikers looking to conquer it. About 30,000 per year according to some estimates. Quite a few of these people don't make it back in one piece, and even fewer don't make it back at all. Exact numbers of fatalities are hard to come by, but roughly 10 to 20 climbers meet their death on Mont Blanc, which has been the trend since the 1990s. As with any other mountain, the terrain isn't very forgiving, which, combined with the lack of preparedness of some of the climbers, creates a perfect scenario for this disaster. Danakil Desert. Stretching across the borders of Eritrea, Ethiopia, and Djibouti, the Danakil Desert is the direct opposite of Mont Blanc. While the European mountain is one of the highest places and is cold, this African desert is one of the lowest and hottest places on Earth, with average temperatures reaching as high as 122 degrees. The desert is known for its picturesque salt landscape with blends of green, yellow, green, blue, red, and orange. But wandering around aimlessly is the last thing you may want to do as a visitor. The lakes here are basically just salt slabs, but you gotta be extra careful where you step as the salt can easily give way, plunging you into hot and extremely acidic water. Besides that though, the whole area has a fair share of volcanic vents spewing out fumes of poisonous volcanic gases, so not a good time either way. Canadian Rocks, Canada. The incredible views of the Canadian Rockies serves are more than enough reason to grab your hiking gear and head there. The journey of the mountains, though, is anything but incredible. For starters, some of the trails aren't exactly for the faint-hearted, as they're some of the most difficult in the entire friggin' world. However, I think the trail is a bit less to consider when you also realize there's a whole cadre of dangerous animals that won't hesitate to take you on if they feel like it. Grizzlies, black bears, mountain lions, elk, and moose. And yes, moose and elk can get quite cranky too, especially during their mating season. Heck, if you're lucky enough to not cross paths with any of these animals, avalanches and rockfalls are the next big threats to watch out for in winter and summer respectively. Good luck, kiddos. See you all next time!